I just want to say real quick, I just watched it this morning and I thought this movie was a hoot. I was laughing the whole time. I thought it was so much fun. So congratulations on this one too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Mm, for sure. So Britt, you've had a really busy month or two now, I'm sure. Just with the release of Severance and Darkest Miriam and now Psychotherapy, all coming out kind of right by each other. I'm just kind of wondering if you can tell me a little bit about what stood out to you about this project, kind of what made you want to be part of this one, and kind of what kind of was going through your mind when you were reading the script for the first time.
Yeah, I loved this script, and then I loved Tolga when I met him. I think he just has such a fresh, unique sense of humor, and these characters, I thought they were just so funny. The marriage counselor scenes were had me laughing out loud when I was reading them, and yeah, I was just really intrigued and excited to get into Susie's point of view, particularly the onion chopping scene really drew me in, and yeah, just getting to work with John and Steve. I mean, I just really admire both of them as artists, so a chance to get to work with them was like absolutely.
Oh, totally, totally. I was going to bring up the onion chopping scene too because I thought that part was brilliant, and I kind of just going off that, I wanted to ask you how you kind of go about preparing for a role like this or kind of getting into this character because Susie kind of shifts throughout the movie. Like during the onion scene, like she's very sad and kind of unsatisfied with her life, it seems like. But the more it goes on, the more you kind of lean into the dry humor, and then at the end, like you kind of reveal some stuff when you're talking to John. So how do you kind of like balance all that when you're trying to get into characters since there's so much kind of going on with Susie?
Hmm. Well, this is a film that we got to make in New York City, which I love. I love the city. I live here, and I think New York City is like part of these characters. It's where they are, and so that informs a lot. Also, just Susie's dynamic with Keen and John and I have worked together before, so finding that dynamic was really fun. But yeah, this is a character who has a really kind of hidden emotional life. She holds herself, you know, with a lot of composure, but the events of the film really start to light her up inside, and she has this new kind of drive and curiosity that she hasn't felt in a long time, and that's inspired by Keen and Colmick and their sort of misadventures and wanting to figure out what the hell's going on. And
Yeah.
yeah, it just kind of wakes her up a bit
Sure.
or a
Totally.
lot.
A lot, yeah. No, totally. And I'm kind of going on that. We're not going to publish this till after the movie comes out. So that means we can talk about the ending and about spoilers and everything. But I just kind of want to get your take on the ending because it's not where I expected it to end, but then I was like, oh, that's actually like pretty brilliant. Like a really cool note to go out on. But I was kind of just curious what you think kind of happens from there. Like, do you think Susie and Keen, like after all they go through, after all Susie tells them there at the end, do you think that they like still have a future together, or do you see it more as this is kind of the turning point and you can't go back after this?
Hmm. Well, I think oddly enough, Steve's character Colmick is accidentally a great marriage counselor for them,
Mhm.
and kind of unlocks something for them that gives them a new insight, kind of reignites their uh, interest in one another, and um, so who knows? I don't know. Up to the audience to decide, but I think there's perhaps a new beginning.
Yeah, sure. No, totally. And Yansha also mentioned the marriage counseling scenes. I just wanted to ask you about that too, because they are so much fun to watch. I mean, the three of you just keep bouncing back and forth, especially that first one when you're looking at the cat thing. I was laughing
Yeah.
time. So just kind of what was it like filming those moments? Like, was it as fun to film it as it was to watch it, or is it like actually kind of hard to like really lock in and kind of play off each other like that?
No, I mean it was so fun. There were basically four of us there: Steve, John, and Ada the cat. And they'd gone through many iterations of what that taxidermy animal was going to be. I think at one point it was maybe going to be a squirrel, which I think would have had a whole other feel. But yeah, to see a cat, to be staring at a cat who has a baby doll arm. I mean, how much more inspiration could you need?
I love how you never know like the story behind it either. It's just there. I thought that was
Yeah,
great.
it's just there, just like a llama kind of being there in the bar.
Mm.
I appreciated that about Tolga's just sense of humor. There was just something fresh and surprising uh, in his script, and then as we were filming, kind of just little Easter eggs everywhere.